Hey guys, what is up? And I welcome each and every one of you to a new video about, of course, Tesla stock. So I'm a little bit sick, excuse my voice. It's a little bit cracky and whatnot, but thought I'd make a quick video updating you guys on what's happening with Tesla stock, of course, right before the weekend. So as predicted essentially yesterday, we ended up pretty much crashing today. Tesla ending the day down 5.26%, which is, of course, quite a bit. So that is not good, of course. It did essentially gap fill down to this level, which I was talking about around 940. We pretty much touched that right here. You can see, I mean, we're touching it right now in pre-market or post-market as well. So we pretty much gap filled, give or take. Could have been a little bit lower, but I mean, it was pretty much there. So that's obviously, I guess, in a way, a good thing. I've been pretty much loading the boat. I'll be completely honest. I've been buying pretty aggressively, and I want to make this video a little bit quicker just because I am a little bit sick. I don't want to use my voice, but essentially what I'm seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, is I do think Monday will be a balance. This is just way too much red. I mean, the RSI on SPY and the QQ and stuff like that, pretty much all the indexes is just severely oversold, which you don't see very often. On top of that, we also have Tesla with the gap fill. I do think there's gonna be a lot of buying pressure around this level. I do want this level to hold ideally, and at the very most, I want this like kind of little teal line over here to hold, which has been support and resistance you can see before, including this area right here. So I personally wouldn't want to see lower than like, honestly, around 930, I think would be like the lowest I'd want to see. Below that, we could pretty much be entering pretty bad territory and probably going to like 850 or something like that. So keep that in mind, guys. So we want to make sure we hold ideally here, but at the very least, we want to hold around this 930 level and not break this line over here. Again, on the bright side, we do have the earnings coming up on Wednesday after market, and the FOMC on Wednesday as well, which I think will be bullish, ironically, because there's no way the FOMC can be hawkish. They need to be dovish a bit, because if they're hawkish on Wednesday, this market is like legitimately gonna just absolutely crash. Like, this is like a correction, and a pretty like aggressive correction. It's happening really fast, which is in my opinion a good thing. The faster it happens, the faster we can just get it done with, and the faster we can continue the next rally, in my opinion. So I'm okay with just getting this out of the way, which is fine. Just take the band-aid off. Let's just plummet, get it out of the way, correct, get the fear out, and then get ready for the next rally. That's a-okay with me. Unfortunately, we didn't hold a 100 moving average, which isn't ideal. But again, we are holding this gap fill, which there is like some support and resistance around this general like 940 level regardless. So I'm okay with this right now. Again, I have been loading the boat pretty aggressively today. I barely have any cash left. I have a little bit of cash left, and well, in my account. I mean, I still have obviously my bank accounts and whatnot I can go to. Worst case scenario. Obviously, I'd want it to get to that ideally. But in my specific account of like my investment account, I'm almost out of cash. I'm very little left. I did buy aggressively today because I do expect this to hold. And again, worst case scenario, realistically, in my opinion, is 930-ish, this line here. But again, if this breaks, guys, there's a decent chance we're going to plummet down to 850-ish. But I'm hoping that FOMC saves the day a bit. They turn a little bit dovish, give the markets kind of what they want to hear, get some momentum back into the stock market, and then we have earnings on Wednesday as well, which I expecting to be extremely bullish, and that'll hopefully help us rally up as well and turn this momentum around. Gary Black actually made a bunch of nice posts. Let me see if I can find them very quickly for you guys. I'll put this over here so you can see what's happening. So he's pretty much talking about how like Tesla is extremely undervalued right now, how it's like extremely at like super ridiculous cheap levels, how it's essentially just following the Nasdaq, so it's not like a Tesla thing, it's just a market thing, which of course makes a lot of sense. He's saying how he also believes the Fed on FOMC on Wednesday to be more dovish and hawkish, because I mean they kind of have to be at this point unless they legitimately want the market to like literally crash. And then he made another post over here somewhere, this one here, talking about how the stock price is diverging from its earnings, from Tesla's earnings. And usually when this happens, it might take a while, but eventually it does catch up pretty fast as well. You can see here to go in line with the earnings estimates. So I don't know. I'm optimistic, guys. I'll be honest. I'm optimistic. I'm not too worried. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, I've been loading the boat. So I'm not worried. I mean, a lot of people are panicking and a lot of people are worried. I mean, this is why I'm only focusing on Tesla, because I'm not worried about Tesla. Worst case scenario, we have short-term pain for another week, 2 weeks, a month, even if it's half a year. It's short-term pain. Long-term, we all know this is going to be, it'll be fine. Tesla will do great, especially if they're continuing to go on, the way that they have been going and the way they plan on going. I'm personally not worried at all. It's just short-term noise. I'm just going to be selling calls and making, a nice little daily income from that. So I'm not worried. personally. But it takes a lot of conviction, a lot of like understanding of the company you're investing in, to not be worried, not panic in this kind of market, because it's very easy to panic. A lot of, especially newbies, you know, they're gonna get blown out of this market. It's a very aggressive market right now. It's very volatile. I mean, I'm a newbie myself. I've only been doing this for a year, but in that year, I spent a lot of time learning and understanding. So that's why I'm personally not too worried. It's just noise. It'll pass. It always passes. Every time there's any form of correction, like you can take a look at the SPY, like over here. Like anytime the SPY dips, it passes. Dips, passes. Dips, passes. Dips, passes. Dips, pass. Like anytime there's a massive dip, like look at the, like, geez, this was code, of course. I mean, this was like the dip of all dips. This was like a 35% dip, like super fast as well, like 2 months I think, or maybe a month. Just a dip down the drain. And what do you know? It not only passed, obviously took time, but it did pass, and it's substantially higher than it was back here, like double from here. So the point is like it'll pass. It is just noise. It is short-term pain, and as long as you understand that, in my opinion, I think we're fine. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you bought more or if you're panic selling, whatever the case is. Let me know what you guys are doing. Again, as usual, not financial advice. Do your own research, make your own decisions. But I want to go rest for the weekend. Hopefully get better by Monday. Got a little bit sick. I'm not sure from what, but either way, thanks for watching, guys. Peace, peace, peace.